All right, Bobby, Ifrady, Arnell, Chuck, and James Tate, you are my turn marshals.
He hasn't returned a call. I left him 2 messages. One last night, one today. I haven't heard from him. I'll give you a buzz as soon as I hear him. I got your number right here in front of me.
All right, slow him up, slow him up.
All right, do it.
I need Vince to check in. Thank you, Vince. And Earl. Thank you, Earl. Everybody else is checked in. All right, let's get him gridded up, guys. Let's get him gridded up. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 1, round number 1, stock truck. I'll just wait for Bobby to get down there. Thank you. All right, here we go. Race number 1, round 1, stock truck. Jim LeConte, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Earl. Vince. Sean, Arnell, and Joey. And we're off. As soon as you guys put a couple laps down, I'll go in the racing order. This is the first round of qualifying. One down, less than 4 to go. Vince McMahon right now in the lead on a 15.506. That is your leader right there with the burgundy with the checkerboard. Joey Andre in that black and green right now in the third. He's on a 15.509. And in the all-black, Sean O'Hara in the second, 15.508. He is 3 seconds right now off the leader. Earl in the fourth on a 15.519 pace. Arnell in the fifth on a 14.507. And Jim on a 12.511. .315 to go on the clock. Last lap for Vince, 20.3. Joey in the second, 19.2. Earl now in the third, and 20.3. Sean O'Hara in the fourth, 22.8. Arnell, 23.8. And Jim LeConte, 21.2. And right now we're at the 2 down, 3 to go. And that is now Joey Andre up into the lead. Sean O'Hara in the second, Earl in the third, Vince down in the fourth.
Can't fit it into all his cars.
2:20 to go. Joey last lap 19.9. Earl in the second last lap 19.2. Sean O'Hara in the third last lap 25.7. Vince in the fourth 20 flat. Arnell in the fifth 23.1. And Jim 24.4. That's the running order. And right now we're at that 2-minute mark. Up next will be race number 2, ready to run. Daniel Falcone, Tom, Bobby Ifrady, and Mike Compton. Joey last lap 19.2, Earl 19.4. And that is the fastest lap in this race by Joey Andre in lap number 5 with a 19.2. Vince in the third, last lap 20.2. Sean in the fourth. Sean right now just 1/10 of a second back off a third. Last lap 21.3 for Sean. Arnell 29-1, Jim, 21-6. Right now, Joey on a 16-519 pace. Earl, 15-506. Vince, 14-502. Sean O'Hara, 14-502 as well. Arnell, 13-515. And Jim, 12-508.
All right, I'll give you a buzz later on and let you know what you said.
And we're at the 1 minute mark.
All right, later.
You're up next.
You're running out here today.
Life for me has changed for the better. I can't hear. Huh? Both my ears are infected, so I can't really hear anything. But yeah. I'm gonna have to take a crap soon, so I'm gonna be Mr. Mason today. I'm gonna go run, throw my card at somebody, and go to them. See them? So you think it's gonna rain tonight?
Saying it's supposed to rain at 8:30, and Gray's looking at it and says, oh, it's not still midnight.
Right.
I didn't know it was supposed to rain at
Yeah,
all.
I just saw 8:30 to 9.
It's Florida, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I didn't hear.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done.
Okay. No, he's got to call the company. HR.
I need to talk to you.
Give him the number.
Earl, you're done.
Replace it for him.
Talk to who?
You.
Me? About what?
Sean, you're done. Jim, you're done.
Comb your hair. Really? You just got to.
Vince, you're done.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
He said that what if he wants to drive his car?
They won't warranty it through me though. Has to come through the company.
Arnell, you're done. Everybody's done. Joey Andre taking victory, setting early TQ, 16-519. Earl taking the second, 15-503. And Vince taking the third, 15-514. Sean in the fourth, Jim in the fifth, Arnell in the sixth. Don't worry, it's just the first round of qualifying.
Just swap it out.
Joey
I don't
taking
want
early
to-
TQ.
Just swap it out. I don't want to deal with it.
Up next is Ready to Run.
What's up?
All right, just waiting for Mike Compton to check in.
Alright, well, we're gonna go down so you can go help Grandma.
What the hell are you doing here? Go get a, you're not going to Alfred to get a brush.
He's gotta get his haircut. Probably gonna
woke up, didn't you?
You're out this round? Okay.
He's at
All right, so Senior and Mike Compton out this round, so it's just going to be Daniel and Bobby the first. There we go. All right, Daniel Falcone, you are going on the horn in less than 5.
Good, getting better. Should be done probably within 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they're gonna do skin grafting starting Friday. Well, it's actually not using skin; they're using a chemical.
Bobby.
So it should fill in the holes. The holes are huge.
Well, it's good though.
Yeah, feeling better finally.
Finally.
It's been a while.
But I need EMF recorders, EVP recorders, I need a spirit box. You know.
I'll see if what Paul's gotten that too. But you have you gone online like?
Oh yeah, I've been.
Have a good one.
So I'll see because I know we wanted to get at one time we wanted to get like a spirit box type thing and stuff like that. So. And you know you take extra batteries and stuff for your phone, don't you?
Listen, I know.
Yeah. They drain all the power out.
Oh. Man. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
Go.
She stinks. What?
Well, you said you guys throw up. I don't know if she stinks. I just cut off my nose around here. Yeah.
2:45 to go. 2:45 to go. Bobby lost right now on a 12.404. Daniel on 10.417. Daniel with a 25.4. Bobby 20.6 fast slap. 2:30 on the. And Bobby, I'm afraid he lost lap 19.4. Daniel, that's Daniel right there in that black and purple. 25.5 for Daniel Falcone last lap around. This is a ready to run class. It's another entry level class. And right now we're less than 2 to go. Up next will be Stock Buggy, Mike McFarland, Kermit, Vince, Sean, and Mason. You weren't doing anything.
What?
Hey, what's my saddle like so far today?
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's been busy.
Yeah, what the hell? He did like almost $2,000.
No.
It's still lingering. It
What
smells.
did you sell this morning?
It's, and right now we got almost coming up on that 1 minute mark. Bobby last lap 20 flat. Daniel last lap 29.5. Bobby on a 12.416 and Daniel on a 10.422. Less than 1 to go. Hobby shop will be closed for a few minutes. Hobby shop will be closed. Tell him to grab me a pack of cigarettes on the way. What, you're on the phone with him? 25 seconds.
Oh my God, what is that smell, man?
It's cold.
I mean, that's worse.
Thank you.
Oh, it
I
smells
can
good.
hardly breathe.
Thank you.
Bobby right now on 11.402, but Daniel 1 lap off the pace, 10.421. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Daniel, you're done.
Hey, what are you doing? You want to come in? All right. Tommy said pick him cigarettes. Bye.
And Bobby, you're done. Bobby Ifredi taking the victory, 11.409. Daniel 9.4 flat. I do need a volunteer turn marshal, guys. I need a volunteer turn marshal. All right, my drivers are checked in. Just waiting for Bobby Ifrady to come on out. All right, slow him up, guys. Slow him up. Bobby, where you at? Thank you, buddy. All right, guys. Race number 3 out of 4. Round number 1. Stock buggy. Mike McFarland. You're going to be lead him off in less than 5. Kermit. Vince. Sean. Mason. And we're off. Race number 3 out of 4. Put a couple laps on. I'll go in the race order. You don't want that banana. One down, less than 4 to go. Kermit, right now, your leader on a 16.505. Vince in the second, 16.508. Vince, right now, just 3 seconds off the leader. Mike McFarland in the third, 16.511. Mike, right now, 3 seconds back off a second and 6 seconds off the lead. Mason in the fourth, 16.518. Now Mason down in the fifth with a 14.501 pace. Sean on a 15.501. Vince McMahon, now your leader, 18.8 for Vince McMahon last lap around. Mason, though, with 18.5 in lap number 1. That's the fastest lap in this race. Kermit, right now, back in the lead with that last lap, 18.7. Vince, last lap, 19.1. Mike, 18.8. Sean, 19.4. And Sean with 18.7. And Mason with 18.8. Two down, less than 3 to go. Your leader in that silver and green. That's Kermit Butts. Vince McMahon in the burgundy and with the checkerboard. Mike McFarland in the all-white. Sean in the all-black. And Mason McCombs in the all-white with the blue windows.
Hey, what's Grandma doing? Is she okay? All right. Tell her to call. Bye.
Vince, your leader, last lap with 18.5, then follows it with a 19.6. Kermit, last lap, 19 flat. Mike, 18.1 for Mike McFarland, 18.1 in lap number 8. Sean O'Hara, 19.7, and Mason, 18.9. That's your running order with 2 minutes to go. Vince right now on a 16.506 in the lead. Kermit on a 16.506. Kermit right now just 1/10 of a second off the leader. Mike McFarland on a 16.507. Mike McFarland 1 second back off of the lead. Sean O'Hare on a 16.513 and Mason on a 16.519. This is going to be a good main today in stock buggy. This is just the first round of qualifying. Vince, last lap, 18.7. Kermit, 18.6. And Mike McFarland with 18.4. Right now, your top three, Vince, Kermit, and Mike, are running the same pace, 16.505. Just 1/10 of a second off each other. And Vince McMahon with an 18.4, Kermit 18.4, Mike McFarland 18.7. That's your top three. Vince now 1 second in front of him, 15.504. Mike and Kermit right now 16.505. Mason McCombs in the fourth, 16.514, and Sean in the fifth, 15.506. 30 seconds to go. So this is a battle right here for the early TQ. Vince last lap 19.4, Mike 20 flat, and Kermit 21.4.
What would you take this for the roller? I don't need the motors.
10 seconds.
If Danny doesn't want it, without the stuff, I'd take 100.5. Without the battery on it. I'm dating my son, they want it.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done.
Wednesday. 5.0.
Mike, you're done.
Not too many people have it, man, so you can't really say
I know. I hear Jay
Kermit, you're done.
at the race with it.
Sean O'Hare, you're done. Vince, you're done.
Hey,
Track's hot, guys. Track's hot. Track's hot. Track's hot. And everybody's done. Mike McFarland at the last second takes the victory, sets the early TQ, 16.505. Kermit in the second, 16.507. And Vince, 16.509. Followed by Mason in the fourth and Sean in the fifth.
Way to lose it.
can't help you, Will Mason took me out on the back stretch.
Did you really?
All right, this is the last race of the first round. Remember, guys, concessions are open, so please, when you get something, please take care of Melanie. Are they back on? We'll see if they work. Hold on. Because they've been unplugged. They've been unplugged for a while because we were.
Back with us now?
I'm with you. What?
Back with us now?
Yeah, I'll be the next round. Trevor's fault.
He thought that you were here, but you had left the office.
No.
I had it in the car.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
can you test this? And you got some guys out here trying to get in the shop.
Yeah. Kermit should be out there. No, tell him he needs. Tell him to get in the shop.
Kermit, we need to in the shop. I need a turn marshal for Kermit, guys. I need a turn marshal for Kermit. I need a turn marshal for Kermit, please.
You have the plugs for it now.
Sean, if you want to switch with somebody where it's an easier spot for you.
I just burned up another hobby wing.
Did you really?
Really good.
Why do you just use these? Well, that's what I do. You can put the ports in there, but to use these, that doesn't make sense.
Because when I put the beams up, or the connectors for it, you know what I'm saying? the tops won't go down on the cars.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. Like that.
All right, guys, we're all checked in. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Indy Stock Buggy, here we go. Race number 4 out of 4. Last race of the first round. Jim LeConte, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Bobby, Earl, Arnell, Chuck, James Tate, and Joey. And we're off.
It's not swollen, so.
And once you guys put a couple laps down, I'll go in the race in order. And right now we got one down, 4 minutes to go. It's Joey Andre. Now Earl, right now you're a leader on a 16.515. James Tate in the second, 16.517. Chuck in the third, 15.519. Joey in the fourth, 14.506. Bobby in the fifth, 14.510. Arnell in the sixth, 11.515. And Jim, you're not counting.
The house transponder.
No.
Yeah. Car number 1. Where's Jim's car? Okay, 1, 2.
He's the pink and white.
And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. It is James Tate right now, your leader. Earl in the second, Joey in the third.
You all right? Has it come down at all?
Jim LeConte in the fourth, Bobby in the fifth, Chuck in the sixth, Arnell in the seventh. James Tate last lap 18.9, Earl 22.7, Joey 19.7, Jim LeConte 23.1, Chuck 20.6. Bobby Ifrady last lap 28.5 and Arnell 20.9. And we got less than 2 to go. James Taylor is right now on a 16.519. Joey on a 15.516. Earl on a 14.502. Bobby now in the fourth on a 14.517. Chuck in the fifth on a 14.518. Arnell in the sixth on a 13.507. And Jim in the seventh on a 12.506. And right now we're coming up on that 1 minute mark. 1 minute to go. It is James Tate, Joey, and Earl. That's your top three. James Tate last lap 19.8, Joey 19.7, and Earl 19.4. Followed by Chuck in the fourth, Arnell in the fifth, Bobby Ifrady in the sixth, and Jim in the seventh. James Tate right now on a 16.516, Joey on a 15.509, Earl on a 15.515. 5 seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Bobby, you're done. Jim, you're done. Chuck, you're done.
What are you doing here?
James Tate, you're done. Everybody's done. James Tate taking victory, setting early TQ, 16.515. Joey, 15.508. Earl in the third, 15.514. Followed by Chuck, Arnell, Bobby, and Jim. All right, that's it for the first round. We'll do a 25-minute intermission, and we'll go into round number 2. Track's open for practice. Concessions is open. Hobby shop's open.
Where's the puppy? Right where that guy usually is.
Tell me move. So there's a love triangle.
My love.
Hey, what's going on?
Love
Oh,
triangle.
same shit, different day.
Trust me, I know.
I can't hear well. Both my ears are infected.
What is up with your foot?
Doing great.
Is it?
They're starting the grafting.
Somebody want to grab the sheet?
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. No, things are looking up.
What
Wish
did
the
you
wife
get
was looking
lazy
better.
about tying shoes?
This is nice. These are the new Skechers.
Yes.
They have the flexible things, velcros and shit like that, so it tightens itself up automatically. What?
My boss and her daughter, they can do it all day long. I put my foot in Skechers and it instantly hurts.
Oh God, it's the best shoe I've ever had. Melanie just bought 2 pairs of these. Loves them.
Wow, this is bad.
He's got the same pair
See,
too.
I do the Nikes and they're so much better on my feet,
Yeah.
especially with the diabetes.
That's why this is because of
That's the
diabetes.
only reason I am. Yes, I know.
They're hovering right around the 1.
What?
They're hovering right around the 1. Well, this
You don't
one.
give them blue 8 or black 8.
Huh?
Check them before you give them out. They've been on charge for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, but they're pretty bad.
Check it. Oh no, check blue too.
All right, guys. Track's closed. We need somebody to blow it off real quick, and then we're going to round number 2.
He's been using that for about 6 months and always been taking it above it.
He's buying a P6M.
Oh,
Don't sell that guy in a black shirt anything.
Yes, he's buying a new car.
Hell he is.
Stop saying that about your husband.
who's her husband?
Can you tell me what this is hanging off here?
Bro, I don't know.
You said he did it with a candle.
He did it right here, bro.
It's pretty sad.
I took the one out of it and gave it to that kid that took my race that day. It was a brand new one that I had.
So what's been happening, Mr. Tommy?
Oh, nothing. Just. All right, guys, come on out. Race number 1, stock truck. Drivers from race number 4, you are my turn marshals.
But yeah, Miss Mel was doing good. Now her heart rate's back at 140. Like,
I thought that's what that was supposed
no,
to
okay. When we first went to the lady, right? She said that we can't give her medication to lower the heart rate. Why? Because you're already dropping down to 40, 42. That's dangerous, okay? So here's what's happening. Her heart rate was dropping down to the 40s. The heart has a switch. When it gets down to 40, it jolts itself. It's almost like CPAP when you stop breathing. You wake yourself up. Well, sometimes you don't. So push comes to shove. The plan was to go ahead and they did what they call fire and ice procedure. They froze half the one chamber to kill off the parts that were bad, a different firing mechanism. And then I thought they cauterized 220 spots on the other side of the chamber. So according to the lady, Mel's heart is still not good. In other words, she's not, they won't do a transplant because there are other problems. So what they said was they cauterized that and that her heart may kind of for a couple weeks. So the idea was if it didn't happen right away, put a pacemaker in. Now,
Turn marshals from race number 4, I need you out here.
so the pacemaker is supposed to keep her between 60 and 70, right? Well, every so often now, it's staying between, that's not dropping down below, so it shoots up. And all of a sudden I go, are you okay? I see her on the couch going, she goes, yeah, she's tired, wiped out. So it's like the 4th time since she had the pacemaker, 5th time. She was actually that sick for a week. when I came out of the hospital on New Year's Day, I said to her, I said, you don't look good. She goes, well, yeah, I'm not. Well, what the hell? So I brought her to the hospital, which her doctor's attached to the hospital.
$7.
Okay.
So she went into the doctor's office instead of going to the emergency room, and they did an EKG and says, double up on your heart medication to keep it from regulating, from going, bring it back down. And so she took 4 pills.
All right, so we're just going to run with 2 turn marshals.
She does more than 4 pills a day. It's toxic. Yes, thank you. That's exact. I'm so upset today. She's been great for the last 2 days, right? And all of a sudden, she worked her ass off yesterday. We got new filing cabinets for the office, where we sit. We went and dropped a bunch of money at the office and tried to help clean up the house stuff. And all of a sudden, I think she
Danny.
was
Danny.
I need another turn marshal, guys. I need another turn marshal.
not even last night until like late at night. She goes, "Oh," I said, "What?" It's like a switch goes off, and then all of a sudden I said, "What?" She goes, "It's 1:44." So this morning I said, "You're not cooking." She goes, "Yeah, I am." I said, "You're not cooking." She goes, "Yes, I am." So we haven't heard from Heidi in a month now, so we don't know if she ever wants a job back. So we just decided, we'll just screw it ourselves.
I thought Yvonne wanted to.
No, Yvonne came and helped us twice when we had the big race, but no, I wouldn't have
Oh,
Yvonne.
I always thought Yvonne wanted to.
Why would I have her? She's fat. She's on the floor, painkillers all the time. So I mean, she's like, no, plus she's accident prone. It'd be like having Brianna back there. So anyway, that's what's going on.
Oh, Lord.
The hell, just kind of sick and stuff like that. We joined
I
that,
really
that
have
group for the campers and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, I'm this close to selling it. If we can't go use it, what the hell?
Why can't you use it?
I'm not going until we get another turn marshal.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
I feel no more scooter, no more altitude.
Yeah, that little bit that I'm just eating right.
No, not you.
I cut out like the sugar and the carbs. Because they want me to do an overnight sleep study now. I did that thing on my wrist, and the pulmonologist, I keep fucking around. I'm like, forget it.
All right, guys. Stock truck race number 1 out of 4. Round number 2. Time to beat 16:5:19. That's the time to beat.
And I have a surgery 2 weeks Tuesday. I have one. And
Joey Andre, you are going on the horn
overnight
in less than 5.
I have a $2,500 deductible, and then it's 100%. So James was
Earl.
waiting for you. Oh, he's over there. James
Vince.
wanted me to get here. I was like, Danny, but you were talking to that guy. I don't know. He's
Sean.
Trevor's done like 2,500 this morning.
Jim.
Where were you?
Arnell.
That's your screw. Thank you. Maybe Current might have my truck right
We're off. Time to beat 16:5:19.
next race. Move out the way. What do I have to get up? Right in the balls. You have to see it. Go in there and do it. This is your radio? Let's use that piece of shit. Hey, guy, you don't back with us?
But yeah, they wanted me to do that overnight, and it's a short-term policy, and it expires in the 23rd. So I'm like,
serious?
if you can't do it by then, fucking, I ain't doing it.
What's a short-term policy?
Every 3 months.
And right now we're at that 4-minute mark. 1 down, 4 to go. Vince, right now you're a leader on a 16:5:17. Earl in the second on a 15:5:08. Joey in the third, 15:5:12. Jim 14:5:06. Arnell 12:5:04, and Sean 12:5:23. Vince right now is ahead of the TQ by 1/10 of a second.
You know what hers is up to now?
$6,700 deductible, and then an 80/20. I'm like, yeah,
Are you serious?
Obama can bite me.
You know, was 5 something every 2 months. And now she's 767.
3:20 to go. Vince last lap 19.9. Earl 19.4. Joey 19.6. Jim 21.3. Arnell 23.1. And Sean 22.7.
Save some money. And they said, do not get rid of this policy. I said, why? He said, because people would die to have this
2 down, 3 to go.
So you're in.
Joey in the third, 3 seconds back, off a second behind Earl.
Just got turned down for social security disability.
Gotta fight it again.
Well, it's not because of the health thing, it's because of business. So apparently, we're gonna have to, this is an attorney told us this, we're gonna have to hire the attorney and let them know that we just found out that her insurance payment, we took her off the books.
2:30 to go. Vince last lap 20.1. Earl 19.1. Joey 19.6. That is your top three. Jim last lap 21.6. Sean 20 flat and Arnell 23.5.
Tommy's got a policy of $24 a month, Obamacare, but you have to be making like $1,200 a month. Is there a high limit you can make, Tom?
It starts going up as you go.
But if you're making around $1,200 a month, $300 a week, it's only 20 some odd bucks. Obamacare. So Melanie,
145. Earl, right now you're a leader on a 15.5 flat pace. Vince 15.5 flat as well. Joey 15.509.
And then they
even
bitch
through
because
United
we
Health,
won't
you
do.
couldn't get a policy?
That's where our policy comes from, but I'm not an employee.
Sean O'Hara in the fourth. Last lap 20.3. Jim 23.6 and Arnell
But
30 flat.
I'm not an employee. I'm only
Vince now back up into the lead. They are right now 1 lap off TQ.
exactly. So they don't do. They do group plans. They do short term, and they do Medicare. Very few companies do private individual insurance.
Really?
Blue Cross is pretty much.
That's who Mel has, Florida
That's
Blue.
pretty much the only one that does it. They all pulled out because this Obamacare shit
Right,
is
right.
breaking them.
And less than 1 to go, guys. Less than 1 to go. Vince back up in the lead. And he is now back in front of TQ by 1/10 of a second. Last lap 19.5. Joey in the second 19.8. Earl 19.6.
11, you just added death rate, you brought it back to the 30.
That's what I pay for my dental insurance,
Yeah?
which doesn't cover nothing. But you know, it is what it is. That's all.
But here's the thing. I have so
15 seconds.
I know.
I sit at home now and it's like I'm a different person, you know, and I'm upset at her because it's like we used to be able to enjoy things. Now it's she's sick, I'm sick. She's sick. This thing is not
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you done. Up next is Ready to Run Sportsman. You guys are up next.
and nothing at all. So we were like,
Joey, you're done. Earl, you're done.
oh, you have no idea how happy I am.
Sean, you're done.
I'll tell you in a second, I'm racing this race. I'm actually racing.
I know.
First time.
Track's hot. Track's hot.
My truck. Someone can take care of it. I'll be right back.
Vince, you're done. And track is hot. And Arnell, everybody's done. At the last second, Vince McMahon pulls the victory and beats the TQ 16-5-18 by 1 second. He sets the new TQ. Earl in the second, 15-5-05. Joey, 15-5-08. Sean in the fourth. Arnell in the fifth. And that is it. What's up, Ed?
How you doing? How you doing, Junior? Glad to see you're up and about again, man.
All right, just waiting for Bobby to check in, Mike Compton to check in, turn marshals. I got you, Sean. There's enough. Let's see. Earl's out there. Arnell's out there. Joey's out there. Just need either Jim or Vince. There you go, Jim. Thank you. All right, we're ready to rock. You just pull them on up to the front. All right. All right, ready to run. Race number 2 out of 4. Time to beat is 11 laps 409, set by Bobby Ifrady in round number 1. So that's the time to beat. Bobby, you're going to be going on the first, so bring it on up. There you go. All right, Bobby Ifrady, you're going on the horn in less than 5. Hold on, Bobby. You got to move back off the line. Guys, Bobby's going first, so come on up a little bit, Bobby. There we go. All right, Bobby, you're going on the horn in less than 5. Daniel. Senior. Big Mike. And we're off. Race number 2 out of 4. Remember, time to beat, 11 laps, 409. Sit there for a second. And now you can go. 3:15 to go. Bobby Ifrady right now in the lead on 12.408. And Big Mike in the second, 11 laps, 420. Daniel in the third, 10.425. And Senior in the fourth, 9.408. And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. And Senior now moves up into the third. Big Mike last lap, 25.8. And in second, Senior, 24.4. Daniel Falcone, 26.1. And Daniel right now just 3 seconds back off a third behind Senior. Bobby Ifrady last lap and your leader, 26.5. And right now he is 1/10 of a second above the TQ. And Daniel Falcone now up into the third. Senior down in the fourth. And right now we're coming up on that 2-minute mark. Bobby, last lap, 20.8. Big Mike, 22.4. Daniel, 26.3. And right now we got less than 2 to go. Up next will be race number 3, Stock Buggy. It'll be Mike McFarland, Kermit, Vince, Sean O'Hara, Mason McCombs. Big Mike right now just 15 seconds back off the leader. Senior, new fast lap, 23.9. Fastest lap in this race is Bobby Ifrady, 20.1 in lap 1. Run, Joey. And right now we got less than 1 to go. Less than 1 to go. It is Bobby, Big Mike, Daniel Falcone, and Senior. Bobby Ifrady on 11 lap, 405 pace. He is right now 4 seconds ahead of his TQ from round 1. Big Mike, 10 laps, 404. Daniel Falcone in the third, 9 laps, 401. Daniel, new fast lap, 25.2. And Tom Sr. in the fourth. Last lap, 24-4, 20 seconds to go. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Bobby, you're done. Daniel, you're done. Track's hot, track's hot, track's hot. Big Mike, you're done. Everybody's done. Bobby Ifrady taking the victory, setting new TQ. 11 laps, 407, beaten out by 2 seconds. Big Mike coming in second, 10-409. And Daniel Falcone taking the third, 9 laps, 406. He threw the truck.
Yes, it needs to go in the wall.
So you're running it?
All right, going to need a volunteer term marshal, guys. I need a volunteer.
Huh? Tom? Why is it a goner?
Look at it, Tom. You don't see the plastic missing off of it?
What's that got to do with anything?
Right there?
How is that my fault?
That isn't your fault. I didn't say that was your fault.
You act like it's my fault.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you're assuming.
No. Did not say anything, Tom. That was your fault. It was
I
battery
cannot drive with the steering that touchy. Dude, that thing steers on a dime.
I know. I like
can't
it like
drive.
that.
Every time I touch it, just right into the corner.
That's the way it should be.
I hate driving that. You gotta try one, dude. Unbelievable. Try one. Anybody want to try one? No.
Yeah, I'll try one.
You gotta try one.
You'll try one.
Nuts.
What is it? Just try it.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? You come and every old business is gone. Why you look so tired? Huh?
I'm not tired. I'm aggravated.
What?
I'm aggravated, not tired.
What happened? Okay. I hate that truck. It's way too twitchy. I don't know how you can drive it. But I guess it compete
I'll
with the
tell you
big
what's
boys.
wrong.
Huh?
I'll tell you. Nothing's really changed here with me.
Here? What do you mean?
Bobby, Mike,
All right, just waiting for Mason.
down the new red ditch.
Okay. Are you leaving?
Did I say that?
Well, I don't know what that means, so unless you can explain it to me more than that.
Well, it's like automatically I'm always the night guy. You know.
I need one more term marshal, guys. I need one more term marshal.
Do you know repairs? So when a guy comes in and has a differential issue, you know how to fix a car? Are you good at soldering? I mean, all these things that he does better than you.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I do better too.
What? Tell me.
What? Know how to work the system better. I know how to do. I know how to write down the order better. I can
run the store on your own till he gets here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Okay.
All right, everybody's out here. We're ready to rock. All right, race number 3 out of 4, round number 2. Stock buggy. Time to beat 16.505, set by Mike McFarland in round number 1. So that's the time to beat. Mike McFarland, you are going on the horn in less than 5. Kermit.
I'm 90 pounds.
Vince.
I feel better. I normally not on oxygen, but
Mason.
I don't run the scooter anymore. I walk every place I go.
Sean.
So I will be racing short course late model tonight. Are you going to Speedway?
And we're off.
I'm gonna be here. What are you gonna run? Wiring is still coming up. It's still
And right now we're off.
0 cell, but it's showing double.
Mike McFarland right now still is your leader on 16.503, 2 seconds ahead of the TQ. Kermit 16.506.
Showing a bad cell or showing a dead cell.
Mike McFarland last lap 19.2. Kermit Butts 19.1. And Sean O'Hara in the third on a 15.516. Mason in the fourth 15.516. And Vince in the fifth 14.505.
Yeah, I went over there Tuesday.
3:45 to go.
Mel and I went after about 3 hours. That's why I picked up all the Mach 1 bodies. I finally talked, I guess, to talk Steve and selling people at a discount. Yeah. So I checked it out for the first time. Hey, and I'm like, yeah. I say, the whole place is torn up. I mean, trash. And so it's like, what the hell is going to be ready in 3 weeks? But apparently everybody says it's going to be. Yeah. So, they say you will, but a lot of people won't be there this year. Well, the mid-motor thing's got me, but I'll have a mid-motor with me, and he's old school. So, I mean, everybody's running mid-motors now, I mean, but that make us run.
And right now we got 2 down, 3 to go. It's still Mike last lap 18.5. Mason last lap now in the second 18.5. Kermit in the third 18.8. Vince in the fourth 18.4. Sean last lap 19.5.
What do you got with you?
Vince 4 seconds back off the third behind Kermit. Mason right now, or I'm sorry, Mike McFarland on a 17.518. Mason on a 16.510. Kermit 16.513. Vince 16.516. And Sean O'Hara 14.509. That is your guys' pace. Mike McFarland last lap 18.3.
48 bags in the box. You want the whole box? Yeah. Well, what about the Hershey Kisses Deluxe with hazelnut in the middle?
He's not too blue about hazelnut.
Hostess, coffee cake, cinnamon strudel.
Yeah.
Where are those at?
What do you got?
Probably about 20, 25 cases on it.
Take a case. How far out are they? Are they just in big still? Well,
They look good. Put them in the gas tank and drop them in there. You want 50 miles.
do you have any more of those?
1:35 to go. It's still Mike, Kermit, and Vince. That's the running order. Mason down into fourth. Mike McFarland, new fast lap in lap number 11 with an 18.2. Kermit, new fast lap in lap number 10, 18.7. Vince, your last lap was a 19 flat. You do have a fast lap of 18.4 in lap 6. Mason, your last lap was 18.6. Your fastest was 18.5 in lap number 4. Sean O'Hara, your last lap 19.2. And your fastest was 18.8 in lap number 4. Mason McCombs, 18.1, new fast lap in this race and moves up into the third. And right now we're at that 1 minute mark. Mason McCombs with a 17.9 in lap number 12. 30 seconds. Up next, last race of round 2, Indy Stock Buggy. Ten seconds. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Kermit, you're done. What's up, buddy? Sean, you're done. Mike, you're done. Mason, you're done. Everybody's done. Mike McFarland takes the victory, setting a new TQ, beating it out by 1 lap, 17 laps and 5:17. Kermit, 5:16 and 5:06. Mason, 16 and 5:08, followed by Vince in the 4th and Sean in the 5th. Good race, guys. All right, hold on. All right, guys. Here we go. Independent Stock Buggy, last race of the first round. James Tate has the early TQ with 16:5:15. That is the time to beat. James Tate, you are going on the horn. Less than 5. Joey, Earl, Chuck, Arnell, Bobby, Jim, and we're off. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order. And we got one down. One down, less than 4 to go. It is Earl right now in the lead on a 16.507 pace. James Tate in second on a 16.507 as well. And James Tate now moves back up in the lead. Earl and James Tate right now are within 1/10 of a second behind or in front of each other. Joey in the third, 15.505. James Tate right now is above the TQ because Earl with that 21.9 puts him on a 16.518. James Tate on a 16.507 and Joey on a 15.505. Chuck in the fourth on a 15.518. Jim in the fifth, 14.507. Bobby in the sixth on a 12.515 and Arnell in the seventh on a 12.517. And right now, Joey in the third right now, 3 seconds back off of, and there it is. Joey now moves up in the lead, but Earl just took it right back. And Earl right now is 1 second above TQ. Earl last lap 19.1. Joey last lap 18.3. James Tate 24.1. Chuck last lap 24.2. Jim 26.8. Arnell 20.8. And Bobby 27.2. And right now we got less than 2 to go. It's Joey, James Tate, and Earl. That's your top three. Joey right now just 2 seconds off TQ. Last lap for Joey, 19.3. James Tate, 19.5. Earl, 24.8. That's your top three. And Earl just moves up into the second. And right now we got less than 1 to go. $30 seconds. It's still Joey right now, and Joey right now just 1/10 of a second off TQ. James Tate in the second, Earl in the third, Chuck in the fourth, Jim in the fifth, Arnell in the sixth, and Bobby in the seventh. $15 seconds. Joey right now on a 16.517, 2 seconds off that TQ. James Tate on a 15.5 flat, Earl in third on a 15.501. That is your top three. Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. James Tate, you're done. Earl, you're done. Joey, you're done. Chuck, you're done. Bobby, you're done. Jim, you're done. Everybody's done. James Tate at the last second takes the victory. 15.501. Earl in the second. 15.501. Just beating him out by 1/10 of a second. Joey in the third. 15.504. James Tate still holds the TQ from round one. Chuck in the fourth. Jim in the fifth. Bobby in the sixth. And Arnell in the seventh. All right, that's it for round number one. So I'm going to set up the mains right now. James Tate, if I can see you in the office, race registration. All right, I got the mains already printed out. I'll do a 30-minute intermission. If somebody can come pull this, get the sheets.
What's the end of
20. Can someone come grab these sheets? There you go. That's the main too.
They kept crashing me.
Yeah, it goes under. You know, it goes under the battery.
You got 5 ones?
Somewhere. Oh, can you put the drive shaft? Try that.
What's those things that you have that you would tell everybody to try?
These, you will not stop.
Let me see.
You will not stop eating. I got hacked. You hacked me. I got you a couple times, didn't I?
You got 5 ones?
Yes. Oh, just throw them on the ground now. You the man. Look at that 5-1. How you doing, Bobby? Good. I gotta take the steering out of that.
That was real dope. You want that one still?
What? Yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
Whoop. Oh, now we just give them away. It's actually, you can buy specific bomber kit bodies, but I don't have them right now. So you just go by ahead and get some
There you go.
better. They got
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of kits out there and make your own body kits. Yeah, HPI on the back wall there. Yep, should be a body mounting kit. It has different mounts for different cars, so you just have to make
Here
your
you go.
own.
All right, just need somebody to blow the track off.
This on that couple minutes, shocks are apart right here.
You might need some nuts.
All right, guys. Unbelievable. Stock truck, you guys are up first. Yep. Vince McMahon, Joey, Earl, Sean O'Hare, Arnell, and Jim LaConte. Drivers from race number 4. You guys are my turn marshals. All right, my drivers are checked in. I need turn marshals, guys. Come on out. See James Tate's out there. Chuck's out there. Waiting for Bobby Ifrady. And I need a volunteer, guys. I need Bobby and a volunteer, guys. I need Bobby and a volunteer. All right, let's get them gridded up while I'm waiting for these guys. In the very first spot today with a qualifying time of 16:5:18 in round number 2, it is Vince McMahon. In the second, it is Joey Andre. In the third, it's Earl. In the fourth, it's Sean O'Hara. In the fifth, Arnell. And in that final spot it's going to be Jim LaConte. I need a... Where's turn marshals? I need turn marshals. Yeah, Bobby, you get down there in the middle down there, all the way down there, and then you right over here, Daniel. We're waiting for Earl. He's out? He broke? Okay, you guys can move him up. Sean in the third. You can move him up.
I'm not worried about it.
Then it'll be Sean in the third, Arnell in the fourth, and Jim in the fifth. All right, guys, stock truck. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. Stock truck, race number 1 out of 4. Turn marshals ready. Everybody's ready. Everyone on the horn. Bobby, I said down there in the middle. Down there. All right, thank you. Stock truck, everyone on the horn. Lesson 5. And we're off. And there comes your right there, your 3 leaders. That is Vince right there in the lead, Joey in the second, and Sean in the third. Jim LaConte in the fourth, and Arnell in the fifth. Vince McMahon in the burgundy with the checkerboard, your leader. Joey Andre in the black and green, and Sean O'Hara in the all black. There they come, 1, 2, and 3. And they're running real tight right now. Oh, and Sean just nipped that pipe. But Joey there right behind Vince McMahon. Vince was your TQ holder from round number 2. And right now we got 1 down, less than 5 to go. Joey all over, in third place, upside down. And Arnell can now catch, and Jim trying to catch for that third spot. Joey, and Joey upside down gives Vince McMahon a little bit of breathing room. And there's your leader right there crossing the line. And right now, Joey Andre 6 seconds back off the leader. And Joey in that pipe again. That gives Vince McMahon more breathing room. So it's Vince, Joey, and Sean O'Hara. And right now we got 2 down, less than 4 to go. And right now there is no battle for the position. And there's your leader right there crossing the line. He is dialed right now. And Joey right now is coming up on traffic. Jim right now is battling Arnell for that 4th and 5th spot. And Jim now moves back up into the 4th and Arnell into the 5th. .3:15 on the clock. .230 on the clock. And Arnell and Jim are still battling for that 4th and 5th spot. Vince right now way up in the lead, almost in cruise control. Joey in the 2nd and Sean in the 3rd. Yep. Huh?
Can you give me a tool set at the bottom real quick? I'm going to do it tonight when I get
1:15 to go.
here.
It is still Vince, Joey, and Sean. Vince right now, and we got less than 1 to go, less than 1 to go. Vince looks like, if everything goes right, he's going to be pulling the TQ and win today. But there is 1 more minute, less than 1 minute to go, 45 seconds to be exact in this race. Let's see if we can hold it. Joey holding strong in the 2nd, Sean O'Hara holding strong in the 3rd. .25 seconds. Up next will be race number 2, ready to run. That would be Bobby, Mike Compton, Daniel Falcone, and the Big Cheese. Five seconds. Race is over, and Vince McMahon taking the TQ and win. Sean O'Hara taking the 3rd. Jim LeConte will be taking the 5th. Joey Andre will be coming in the 2nd spot. And track is hot, track is hot, track is hot, track is hot. And Arnell taking the Ford. Vince McMahon taking TQ and win. Joey second and Sean O'Hara third.
That actually is my wife's car. That was the first car I ever bought in 1985. It says Roadster. My wife's a redneck. Let me ask you a question. The name of the store is NewRedHobbies.
All right, looks like everybody's checked in. Just waiting. We'll see if we got enough term marshals. Let's see. Term marshals should be, let's see, Vince is out there. Joey's out there. Waiting for Earl or Jim or somebody. I need another term marshal. All right, everybody. We got everybody. All right, we're good. All right, guys, let's get them girded up. Ready to run Sportsman, race number 2. Okay, Bobby Ifrady taking the TQ in round number 2, 11 laps, 407 in that very first spot. In the second, it's going to be Big Mike. In the third, it's going to be Daniel Falcone. And in that final spot, it's going to be Senior. All right, here we go. Race 2. Out of 4. Ready to run. Everyone on the horn. Who? Who handicap? Kermit? He should let him go by 1 lap at least. All right, he's going to do it behind the back? All right. Here we go. Ready to run, Sportsman. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we're off. So Kermit's going to drive from behind his back. I do need one of you term marshals though over here. Joey or Vince, one of you guys over here. Yeah. Oh, someone's stuck on the pipe. Who is that? Oh, and it is Bobby and Kermit hit the wall. Big Mike in the second. Kermit in the third. Daniel Falcone in the fourth. And Kermit coming up right behind Big Mike trying to get into that second spot. There's Bobby right there, your leader. He crossed that line. He's in that blue and orange. Big Mike in the multicolor car, blue and pink or whatever. He's coming down that front straight. And Kermit right there in that blue and white stadium truck, driving with his hands behind his back. Coming up behind Big Mike trying to get into that second spot. And Daniel Falcone in the Ford, your leader, was upside down back there in the front straight, so I'll catch up the pack. And it looks like Kermit Butts now moves up into the second. And that is, he moved up into the second. Big Mike in the third. Less than two to go, less than two to go. Up next will be race 3, stock buggy. Yeah, he's running with his hands behind his back. 1:20 to go. It's still Bobby, Kermit, Big Mike, and Daniel. And there's your leader right there. And right now we're coming up on that 1 minute mark. And there's your second place driver driving with his hands behind his back. Kermit Butts. Look at him.
We need to get a picture of that. That makes me feel bad that he beat me with his hands behind his back.
And he's in second. He's almost over there with Bobby. And it looks like Big Mike is out, so that will move Daniel Falcone up into the third. Driver, the turn marshal right there. 30 seconds to go. Kermit Butts has been driving with his hands behind his back and almost right there with Bobby.
Until they turn the steering down.
10 seconds. This will be the last lap. Oops. Race is over. When you cross, you're done. Oh, and look at that. Daniel Falcone now moves up into the second. And Daniel Falcone taking the second. Bobby taking the victory. And Kermit taking the third. Good job there, Daniel. Good job. Race number 3 out of 4.
No, like we're racing this weekend is just a regular weekend, and then next week is part of a point series. We're in a 4-race point series, but you can still come run next week too. But we usually try to run the second, fourth Saturday nights. Yep. But we threw this race in because Gala guys wanted to race. Track's pretty hooked up out there right now. Yes, sir. Right, right. No, actually, it's the outside track, but we actually took the clay out and we put loose black dirt. We took the banks off. It's a flat track. We made it loose dirt, so you got to run rubber tires. You don't have to worry about old foam tires, chunking and stuff like that. You run like a pin tire, like whole shots, subcultures, different company tires. But there's no tire wear, and it's a blast. You got rooster tails. It's just, you know, like one of the old tracks, you try to slide into the corner, you couldn't because it was too dialed, right? Well, now you can just slide into the corner. We have a couple of open classes, like a 2-wheel drive, run with your brung. We have a 4-wheel drive, run with your brung. We have the short course late model body that you're talking about. That's what I'm running tonight. So, yeah, we would do 30 and 50 now on the open track. Yeah.
All right, waiting for see stock buggy. Waiting for Kermit. Everybody's checked in. I need one more turn marshal, guys. I need one more turn marshal. I need a turn marshal, please. Thank you, Chuck. All right, let's get him gridded up. In that very first spot today with a qualifying time of 17 laps and 5:17 in round number 2, Mike McFarland.
How big?
In the second spot, it's going to be Kermit Butts. In the third, it's going to be Mason McCombs.
As long as the 10 scale 4x4, we have a novice and a ready to run class, so you can fit in that. Yep.
In the fourth, it's going to be Vince. And in that final spot, it's going to be Sean O'Hara. All right, looks like my drivers are ready.
Awesome.
Daniel, watch the race.
Hey, thanks for calling. I'll see you soon.
All right, drivers are ready. Turn marshals are ready. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we're off. This should be a good one. The qualifiers were really good. Mike, Kermit, and Mason were all battling out for TQ. I think Vince was up there too.
Bobby, okay?
Bobby, you okay? And Mike McFarland right there in the lead. Kermit Butts right behind him. Sean O'Hara in the third. Mason in the fourth. Vince in the fifth. Kermit Butts right there coming up right behind Mike McFarland. And there's your 2 leaders right there. 1 and 2 coming down that front straight. Sean O'Hara in the third, but Mason McCombs right behind Sean O'Hara. There's your battle right there for third. And Vince right there with them as well. Right now we're coming up on that 1 down, 5 minutes to go. And there's your 2 leaders right there, 1 and 2. And right now we got 1 down, less than 5 to go. Mason right there all over Sean trying to get up in the third. Oh, and Kermit right there in the pipe. So Sean O'Hara moves up into the second, and Mason McCombs third, Kermit down in the fourth.
Mason took it.
And
Mason took second.
Mason.
Sean third.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just said that. Yeah. Because Kermit went down to fourth. All right, where am I? 4:25 to go. There's your leader right there in the white, all white with the clear windows. That is Mike McFarland. Mason McCombs in the other white buggy with the blue windows. And Kermit back up in the third. Vince in the fourth. Sean in the fifth. And right now, Mike McFarland has a big lead right now in this stock buggy race. He's your TQ holder from round 2. And right now, we got 2 down, less than 4 to go. It is right now Mason, Kermit, Vince, and Sean battling out right now for 2 and 3.
NewRedHobbies?
And someone crashed. Who was that? That was Sean O'Hara. Kermit Butts right there coming up right behind Mason, trying to get up, back up in the second. Vince McMahon in the fourth right there, right behind Kermit.
No. We did all our work this morning because Danny Zhao and Kermit's going to be going out this afternoon because we have the oval race. He's going to be racing the oval. I can do it tomorrow if I can't do it today. Yeah, definitely. Drop it off if you can. As soon as you can. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, sounds good. We open up at 11. All right, I'll be here myself. I'll probably do the install myself. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
And right now, less than 3 to go. Less than 3 to go. And right now, Mason and Kermit right now are battling it out for second and third. Mason right behind, Kermit right behind Mason. And now Vince McMahon catching Kermit, trying to get up into the third spot. But your leader, Mike McFarland, is way out up front. He is dialed. And Kermit Butts all over Mason right now, trying to get up in the second. Mason in second right there in the blue buggy with the white or the blue windows. The white buggy with blue windows. Kermit in the green and silver buggy there right behind him. There they come, 2 and 3 down the front straight. Less than 2 to go. Less than 2 to go. .130 on the clock. And Mason now starting to pull away from in that second position. Kermit in the third. Vince is right now trying to catch Kermit. Oh, and Mason crashed. So right now Kermit moves up into the second. And Mason down in the third. And now with that crash, now Vince McMahon now getting closer to Mason, trying to get in the third. We got 40 seconds on the clock. $15 seconds. Up next is the last race, our featured event, Independent Stock Buggy. You guys are up next. And Mason, he's getting closer to Kermit, trying to get up, back up in a second, but I don't think it's going to happen. Race is over. When you cross, you're done. Mike McFarland taking the TQ and win. Kermit Butts taking second. Mason McCombs taking third. When Vince crosses, he'll be taking the fourth. And when Sean crosses, he'll be taking that final spot. Track is hot, guys. Track is done. Everybody's done. Mike McFarland taking the TQ and win. Kermit taking second. And Mason taking the third. Uh-oh, Mason. Mason's getting dethroned. He might have to spend another $11 this year. Try it.
Cheddar and
Oh, I don't like. Was it cheddar?
cheddar cheese and some of it's like the other stuff. It's
Oh, the
sweet.
caramel.
Yep, caramel. Cheddar and caramel.
You can have it. No, it's terrible.
Cheddar and the caramel.
Yeah, it doesn't. Don't mix right.
Yeah, it takes a little off.
It does.
What?
Tastes off. It's cheddar and caramel.
Big cheese. Look at this, Tom. I'm trying to figure out why my car shut off. Why did my car shut off? Tell me why you think it would have shut off.
Sensor wire came out.
No?
Oh, look at this wrapped around the gear.
All right, let's see.
You just put that in there.
Mike's up. What? Okay.
That was funny, wasn't it?
All right, just waiting for Jim to check in.
I can't get it out.
He's in there. Oh, shit. You know what to do, right?
What?
You got to spin the gear somehow. You can do it. But it's going to get real big. Oh my God. I might just break in my new gear. Wow. See if it runs now. Remember you had everything all zip tie.
Yeah, I forgot to zip tie it back.
Yeah.
Candy or something.
Huh?
Any candy or something.
What do you want?
I don't know, something.
Candy up at the.
I'm just hungry.
What do you want?
I just asked you what the fuck you want.
What do you have?
What do you want?
Here, let me turn the mic off. All right, everybody's checked in. All right, let's get him gridded up. In that very first spot today with a qualifying time of 16:5:15 in round one, James Tate. In the second, Earl. In the third, it's going to be Joey. In the fourth, Chuck. In the fifth, Arnell. In the sixth, Jim. And in the final, Bobby.
Who's got the TQ in this?
James Tate.
225 for the win.
So if he wins, he gets 25.
Anybody wins. 25 is the winner.
All right. All right, guys, here we go. So anybody can win this. And also anybody can win. We're going to throw $25 out to the winner. So
If Tate wins it 30, he gets an extra 5.
Tate, because you TQ'd, if you win, you get 30. Because you TQ'd. But if anybody can pull out the win, it'll be $25. James Tate, you're eligible for 30. Here we go. Indy Stock Buggy. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. Come on. Why didn't it do it? Sorry, guys. I hit the thing and didn't do it. All right. Oh, it froze. Hold on. The computer's frozen. All right, it's off. Okay. Indy Stock Buggy, here we go. Less than 5. And we're off. And Earl right now moves up into the lead. And Joey in the second. And James Tate into the third. 14. He's 14. And there they go. 1, 2, and 3. Earl, Joey, and James Tate in the third.
38 years old. He's 38 years old.
And Joey Andre moves up into the lead. And Earl there right behind him. But James Tate right there holding on in that third spot right behind him. And there's your leaders right there, 1, 2, and 3. That's Joey in the pink. Oh, and Earl in that pink and green now. Oh, and he hit the pipe, and he's on the pipe. And James Tate in the second. And Earl into the third. Joey, and hey, right there, Kermit. And there's your leader in the pink right here. That is Joey Andre. James Tate in the black in second. Earl in the pink and green right here, crossing that line with that yellow fin in the front. That is Earl.
Right behind him now because
Okay. And there's your two leaders right here coming down that front straight. That's Joey and James Tate. Oh, and they're in some traffic right now. And they're out. Chuck in the fourth, Bobby in the fifth, Arnell in the sixth, and Jim in the seventh. James Tate about 3 seconds back off the leader. Three to be exact. Earl in the third, 8 seconds back from the pack. And there they come, 1 and 2, right behind, coming up right behind Bobby Ifrady, your two leaders. And right now we're coming up on that 2-minute mark. And, and Bobby hit the wall. And there he is, cross the line right there. And James Tate still 3 seconds back off the leader. Right here in the front straight. Caution in the front straight. And James Tate now all over Joey Andre. There they go. 1 and 2. 1 second off the leader. James Tate right on the tail of Joey Andre. There's a difference right there for the lead. If Joey wins, he gets 25. If James Tate can win because he TQ'd in round 1, he will get the $30. Extra 5 for TQing. And Joey right there in that lead. He is running right now a real tight race, holding that lead strong. And they are coming up on traffic. And Joey there we go. They got away. Less than 1 to go. Last minute. 1 minute warning. And James Tate all over Joey Andre. And right now your leaders are coming up right behind Arnell. And Arnell moves off the side. Good drive etiquette right there. Letting them two battle it out for the money right here. Earl still holding strong in the third position. Chuck in the fourth. Arnell Bobby in the fifth. Arnell in the sixth, and Jim in the seventh. Oh, and your leader upside down. James Tate now moves up into the lead with 10 seconds to go. And there they come. This will be the last lap. Race is over. When you cross, you're done. Keep going. Chuck, you're done.
I didn't get out there.
Earl, you're done.
How are you going to run it without a body on it?
And there he comes. James Tate taking the TQ win and the $30. Joey Andre coming in the second. And track is hot waiting for Arnell. Everybody's done. James Tate taking the victory and the TQ and the $30. Joey coming in second. Earl taking the third. Chuck fourth. Bobby fifth. Arnell sixth. And Jim LeConte in that final spot. Good racing, guys.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. All right, that is it, guys. We're going to do the awards right now.
Actually, I gave her a bag of
You were supposed to be out there racing.
that. Huh?
You were supposed to be out there racing with us.
I know, but he wanted
Now
to
you're
drive backwards.
protege.
He wanted to drive backwards.
That's still not fun. You should have been.
I know, you're right. Guess what? What? Sold it. That? I'll get you one, sweetie.
Wait, let him use. We got to start. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Thank you, sir. All right, stock truck. You guys can pull them to the podium. Maybe Vince McMahon, Joey Andre, and Sean O'Hara. Vince McMahon taking the TQ and win.
So you're really not going?
No, I'm not running. Why?
Joey Andre taking the second, and Sean O'Hara taking third.
Yeah, okay, I'll believe it when they show up. That'll be the only 4. You need 6 altogether in order to run for the trophy.
Actually,
That's what
Sean,
class.
you got third.
Read the rules. Right at the bottom, it says you need 6 cars or more. Kathy may be there. I don't know if she's going to be there or not.
Joey Andre taking the second.
There's a lot of people raising hell because of the mid motor and the rear motor.
You
And,
fix that.
and yeah, but the reason they were complaining was because the guys that ran the mid motors had to run 6.5 pounds.
Yeah.
They were burning motors up left and right.
Ready to run sportsman, Bobby Ifredi and Daniel Falcone.
That's just stock though, right? So you just stock your bill handle that?
Hey, Sean, can you take a picture for this class? Bobby Ifredi taking the TQ and win.
So we don't have the other speed controls and stock?
Daniel Falcone taking second, and Kermit taking third.
Why do you ask me if you want to argue? The 80 amp will handle 4,000, so will the 60 amp.
Stock Buggy, you guys can pull him to the podium. Mike McFarland, Kermit Butts, and Mason McCombs. Hey, Sean, can you take this one too?
He pissed a lot of people off last week.
Please.
The reason it all
Pretty please.
was the beat for it. It was almost a fist fight in the park.
All right, Mike McFarland taking the TQ and win. Kermit Butts taking second, and Mason taking third.
Dustin
Where's Mason?
Fossil,
There he is.
Don, Dustin come up there with that like a 4 with a thing, all kinds of shit on it. It was people.
Independent Stock Buggy, pull him to the podium. James Tate, Joey Andre, and Earl.
That's the rules at the
Okay,
time.
so unplug the fan.
What they did is they took the rear arms, they flipped them over to where he's got more toe out, and he's supposed to do that. There's a lot of shit he'd done.
Thanks, Sean.
So you disqualify.
James Tate taking the TQ and win and the $30 cash. Joey Andre taking second, and Earl taking third.
He was running the whole show. No, they didn't disqualify. No. That's what he's supposed to do. Exactly.
If anybody wants the results, right here.
Like when
There we go.
Wilson called from Tampa.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Everybody, you have a good and safe weekend. We will see you We'll see you Thursday. Also, doubleheader tonight. Oval will be starting around 5:30. Stick around for that. See you guys later. See you on the flip side. Mason, come here for a second.